Hi students, today we are going to discuss about the mean or average value of AC. It is denoted by I average or IM. IM for mean and I average for average value of AC. And in the last class we have seen that the average value of AC over one complete cycle is 0. Today let's see how we define this mean or average value of AC. I will define it first. Average value of AC is defined as that value of direct current. It is that value of direct current which sends the same charge in a circuit in the same time as sent by the given alternating current in its half time period. As is sent by an alternating current in its half time period. That is how we define mean or average value of AC. How it is defined? It is defined as that value of direct current which sends the same charge in a circuit in the same time as is sent by the given alternating current in its half time period. Okay. Now let's derive a relation between average value and the peak value of AC. Here, the value of alternating current at any instant is given by I is equal to I0 sine omega t. That is, we are going to find a relationship between average value and peak value of AC. And first let us write the equation for alternating current at any instant t. And let us assume that this current remains constant for a small time dt. That is, this current remains constant for a small time dt. Then the amount of charge that flows through the circuit in small time dt can be written as, that is, we are going to write the amount of charge that flows in the circuit within this time dt can be written as dq is equal to I into dt, because we know I is equal to q by t, so q can be written as I into t. So small charge dq can be written as I into dt. Then dq becomes I is I0 sine omega t, so it is I0 sine omega t into dt. Okay. Then the total charge, here this is only a small amount of charge which flows in the time dt, but we want to find the total charge that flows through the circuit, say in the first half cycle. That is, in the first half cycle, this is a complete cycle, and let us find the total charge that flows through the circuit in the first half cycle. So for first half cycle time period, t varies from 0 and t is equal to t half. That is, t is varying from 0 to t half for the first positive half cycle. So let us find the total charge q by the method of integration. It is equal to integral dq from 0 to t half, because we have already defined this average value like this. It is the same charge as is sent by the given alternating current in its half time period. That is why we have taken the time from 0 to t half. So q is equal to 0 to t half I0 sine omega t into dt. Now let's integrate this. Q is equal to I0 as a constant can be taken outside, then integral 0 to t half sine omega t into dt. Then integral sine omega t dt is minus cos omega t by omega. So it will become I0 into minus cos omega t by omega, limits from 0 to t half, which is equal to I0 divided by, we know, and let's write the negative sign also here, omega is equal to 2 pi by t. We know omega is equal to 2 pi by t. So it is 2 pi by t into cos 2 pi by t. Here also we have omega. So it is cos 2 pi by t into t from limits from 0 to t half. Q is equal to minus I0 t divided by 2 pi. That is, this t moves to the upper side and it is minus I0 t by 2 pi into cos 2 pi by t into, we are going to apply the limits of integration, that is upper limit minus lower limit. So it is cos 2 pi by t into t means upper limit is t half minus cos 2 pi by t into 0. It's actually 0. So Q is equal to minus I0 t divided by 2 pi into t get cancelled and 2 into 2 also. So we have cos pi minus cos 0. Cos pi minus cos 0, because it is cos 2 pi by t into 0, it's cos 0. Therefore Q is equal to minus I0 into t divided by 2 pi. What is cos pi? Cos pi is minus 1 minus cos 0 is 1, which is equal to minus 1 is minus 2, which is equal to minus I0 into t divided by 2 pi into minus 2. 2 get cancelled and negative into negative is positive. So Q reduces to what? I0 t divided by pi. So we have obtained the total charge. Total charge flowing through the circuit in first half cycle is found to be I0 t divided by pi. So after getting this total charge, we can find the average value over average value of AC over the first half cycle. So let's write the average value of AC over the first half cycle. It can be the average value of AC over the first half cycle is I average. I average is equal to, how we find the current? It is equal to the total charge divided by time. Total charge by time. And what is total charge? Total charge is Q divided by time. Average value of AC over the first half cycle. So the time is T half. So I average is equal to I0 T by pi divided by T half. So it will become 2 I0 t by t into pi. So I average is equal to 2 I0 t by t into pi. T get cancelled and we'll get I average as 2 into I0 divided by pi. And when you find this 2 by pi, it is found to be 0.637. 0.637 into I0. So I average is obtained as 0.637 into the peak value of AC. I0 stands for the peak value of AC and I average the average value. Average value of alternating current is 0.637 times the peak value, or it can also be written as 2 by pi into I0. So this is how we find the relationship between average value and peak value of AC. Thank you.